Have you found it difficult?
I think the start was difficult, like the first 6 weeks when I couldn't do much.
Right.
I was in a brace, so I couldn't like do anything,
Right,
just
okay.
home most of the time.
Gives it to Dembele, who will go for goal!
Yes!
As he opens his account for Rangers, as cool as you like with the finish, and it's Rangers who strike first.
Kaddie, great to see you. You've obviously been in and around the place throughout the last few months, but just on the recovery and seeing how you're progressing, how's the recovery going?
Yeah, it's gone well. I think it looks like I'm ahead of schedule, so the medical team's done well to, manage me, and yeah, hopefully I'll come back fit and strong.
You haven't obviously featured since October. Your last game was against Coventry and subsequently required surgery. Just tell us what happened.
So it was really weird actually. So in training, I just like passed it, like a kind of reverse pass, and I just felt like something in my knee that didn't feel right. So then I told like the doctor, and I obviously travelled to Burnley to see if it was okay, but it didn't feel right at all. So I had got a scan, and then they found that I'd torn my meniscus.
And how was that in that moment for you? Because it's never nice to hear something like that, but having just joined a new club, you played 12 times, looking to really cement your place in the side and kick on.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was like unfortunate timing, but it's just part of the game, Like things happen that you don't expect to happen, and you just you deal with it. I was obviously disappointed, but like, yeah, I think the first 6 weeks was difficult, but after that it's been okay.
I think it's easy to forget what players go through when they're out of the side. We just wait for them to come back and be out on the pitch. In terms of dealing with that, not being able to do what you love doing, or even drive a car, was it quite difficult to deal with, or are you quite pragmatic in dealing with those challenges?
No, like there will be days where you're finding it tough, but just like everything, if you have like the right people around you, everything becomes easier for you. So it's just about having like being in the right environment, I'd say.
Who's helped you in those moments?
Well, my sister helped me out a lot. Both my sisters actually. My brother, who's at Oxford, he was around a few times. Yeah, they've like my whole family, even like the medical team at QPR, they've helped me as well. They've given me like at the start of the rehab, they gave me a few days off, which helped me mentally. So yeah, just everyone around me, they've supported me, so can't ask for anything better.
Give us an example of how your sisters or your brother helped you. Is it down to the logistics of getting you around? Is it cooking your food? What?
It's literally everything. Like if I needed to go somewhere, they'd obviously take me there. If I needed something from the shops, they'd get it for me. If I needed something around the house when I couldn't move, they'd do it for me. So like I had everything at my disposal.
People learn a lot about themselves during difficult times. What have you learned about yourself over the last few months?
It's not my first long injury, so I think this time around I've been able to deal with it with a different perspective. I think I've obviously matured a little bit as well, so I understand that things happen in football and it's actually really out of your control. Like the way it happened, there's nothing you could do about that. It's just a pass. But then, yeah, I think I just deal with it with a calm mindset now. And
in terms of the rehab, at what point did you see light at the end of the tunnel? Was there a moment you felt, okay, I'm getting close now?
It was probably when I started running outside on the pitch, is when, you feel like the fresh air and stuff. You've not been outside. I hadn't been outside for like 8 weeks. But then running again, touching the ball, I could just feel that, Yeah.
In terms of the players, what players have helped you along this process? Because you've got a group of players, some who haven't experienced difficulties like this, some who have. Who's helped you?
I would say everyone, honestly. Cookie, Fieldy, Maury, like these are people who have been around me most of the time. Ellie as well. Even some of the boys that were injured, we obviously were in the same environment for that period of time. Yeah, but everyone's been helpful. Everyone's always asking me how I am. I think little things like that always help as well.
And when a player returns from an injury, when they've been out for a little while, and if they have a moment where they score a goal, and it's often the case, they'll sprint over to the dugout and they'll celebrate with a member of the medical team who's helped them along the path. If that happens for you, and you were to do that,
Yeah.
who would get the Dembele hug?
It'd probably be George.
What's he done for you?
George, he's took me through my whole rehab, obviously with the doc as well, Josh. But I've been closest with him throughout the whole process, so I'd probably go over to him, and he's a top guy as well. So.
Are you pleased with that progress that you've made during this period?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm ahead of schedule even, and I feel good, so can only give credit to him, you know what I mean?
And in terms of returning to first team training, how has that felt for you?
It's felt refreshing, but I'm obviously looking to do more now, you know. You get like that taste, you just want to do a little bit more. Any
nerves for you?
No nerves. No.
Is that an insight into your character? Just get on with it?
Yeah, just get on with it. It's just another, you'll just get used to it, and like your body will adapt to it, so I'm not nervous about doing anything.
In terms of the results, while you've been out, you've seen the team go through a difficult run, have the November break, and have an incredible run since then. How have you found being a supporter watching on from the sidelines?
It's been fantastic, honestly. Like the feeling, I think it was the Norwich game is when I really felt like, you know, there's a certain momentum that you could feel around the place, like, okay, we're changing things around. And yeah, it just feels good, you know, when we're winning, it feels like we're all winning.
And do you feel that buzz in the changing rooms here at Heston?
Yeah, 100%. Like everyone's happier when you're winning. Yeah, there's a different energy about the place as well. I think we have a lot more belief in ourselves.
And the support that you've had from fans on social media or supporters that you've seen at matches, what has that meant to you, the support that they've given you during this period?
It was quite surprising actually, because I haven't done much for QPR, but like I've got a lot of support from the fans, which is lovely. It also lets me know how they feel about me, so that's nice. But yeah, I'm happy about that. Are
you looking forward to showing QPR fans what you can do? Because we saw it initially, and then obviously you've had this time out. Do you feel like you just want to get out there and show them again? Yeah, of course, but there'll be a time where, you know, I'll need to get back to my full self, and yeah, hopefully that comes sooner rather than later, when it matters most. And just finally, what's the next step for you? What are the next stages? Now you're back to full training. What's the target for you? I think the priority is just to train at 100% and then get that fitness, get that natural feeling again. I've got a date in mind, but I'll keep that to myself for now. Hopefully reach that target. How special will that be when that moment does come and you get back out on the grass? Yeah, it'll feel, I don't think you'll be able to describe it right now because you're not living it, but I think once I'm there, I'll feel amazing. Looking forward to it? Yeah, of course.